this journey that we're on with the mDNA and Jesus as Lord, probably I can go back to the thought of creating church, seeing God create church, build the church.
The only thing that motivates us is to take the gospel to the street as Jesus is Lord.
Just understanding that we are the DNA of Jesus just made us change the way we saw things.
Yeah.
We grow into that position of being more of a missional focus and what Jesus really wants his church to be here at Mount Zion. And so in looking at that, we came back to the centrality that Jesus is Lord.
So our why, it started from MM33. It was a great reminder of putting into action the mandate that Jesus has left for the church.
I also have a heart for starting or planting new churches, and I couldn't figure out how to go about it, and then I came across this MM33 as they started teaching, and suddenly the things just started falling into place. And since that, we have been able to plant 3 more services.
We are going after the lost. Our goal is to tell the lost about Jesus.
Soon after the conference, somebody asked me to prepare butter chicken, for the conference. And one of the pastors who ate the butter chicken called me up the very next day and said, "Pastor, your butter chicken was really tasty." And the butter chicken conversation went for the second pioneering church. The pastor who called me was Freedom from Takanini. He and his wife, when we started speaking, he said there's a lot of Indian diaspora living around Takanini, and they are not able to minister to those people. And I said, see, what we can do is we together can partner and work for the Lord.
We're on this journey together. I'm going to keep this mDNA front and center until Jesus returns. There's no deviation. I said to them in the first meeting right from the get-go, you are chosen by God to be a part of this group. You are going to have this church has got a blank canvas to rebuild the culture of this church, and you are basically chosen by God for such a time as this.
And in recent times, we've been talking to people in the church. We've actually run them through the APS score test that's online. I must say that it has been met with great enthusiasm in the church, because people immediately feel that they have somewhere a place to belong, and they have gifts that they carry that are going to contribute to the church and what it does.
Wow. And you have a voice, an appropriate voice around the table to help not only discover the mDNA and APS principles, but to develop them in the culture of the church. So I said, we're going to discover them together and we're going to develop them together.
I found, rather than we doing all by ourselves, we find the right people who are living in that place, help them, support them, and God does the rest.
The advice I would give you is that, just jump on board with the pathway, to be honest.
Been really inspired with what's been happening with the movement, and it's helped us to really channel into what we really need to do as a local church.
We're paddling in the same direction. We all want the same thing, and that's to acknowledge that Jesus is Lord.